Good day, my dear beloved students. Welcome to Language, Culture, and Society. Today, we will talk about world language. In social linguistics, a world language is a language that is geographically widespread and makes it possible for members of different language communities to communicate. The term may also be used to refer to constructed international auxiliary languages such as Esperanto. Ever wondered that the most widely spoken languages are in the world? Although there are currently more than 7,000 languages, more than half of the world's population speak 23 of them only. Knowing this information is essential to understand if you are planning a global expansion strategy and leveling up in the business world. Additionally, whether in the workplace or personal development, knowledge of more than one language offers us new horizons and the opportunity to expand our cultural understanding. This time, let's get to know the most spoken languages in the world by Berlitz. Number 1, English. Native speakers 379 million, while non-native speakers 753 million. Like Latin or Greek at the time, English is the universal language of today. It is the default language in the international business, tourism, technology, and much more. A bilingual person who speaks Spanish and English can understand 1 in 3 people who connect to the internet. In addition, he or she can access over 60% of everything published on the web. 2. Mandarin. Native speakers 918 million. Non-native speakers 199 million. Adding native and non-native speakers, Mandarin is the second most widely spoken language in the world. However, it is the first if only native speakers are taken into account. Mandarin is not actually a language, but a set of dialects of Chinese language. What unifies these dialects under the same name is that their speakers can understand each other. Interestingly, 20% of people who connect to the internet speak Chinese, but only just over 1% of the content available on the web is in the Chinese language. 3. Hindi. Native speakers 341 million. Non-native speakers 274 million. Hindi is, along with English, one of the 22 official languages of India, the second most inhabited country in the world. The region's linguistic diversity, more than 1,600 languages coexist, explains the high rate of non-native speakers who use it as a lingua franca. 4. Spanish. Native speakers 460 million. Non-native speakers 74 million. Spanish is the second of the most widely spoken languages globally in terms of the number of native speakers. In addition, it is the most spoken of the Romance languages and is the third most used on the internet. Its innermost colonial expansion took it not only to America, but also to Africa and Asia. Due to migration, the United States is the second country with the largest number of Spanish speakers in the world. 5. French. Native speakers 77 million. Non-native speakers 203 million. Colonialism allowed French to spread throughout the world. Today, it is the official language of 29 countries of different continents. If English is the language of business, French is considered the language of culture. Its innermost importance is also reflected in the fact that it is the third language with the largest number of non-native speakers. 6. Arabic. Native speakers 245 million and non-native speakers 29 million. Arabic is the official language of 26 countries. Due to this territorial coverage, it is actually a set of dialects. It is also the liturgical language of Islam. It is not only the language that treasures the innermost cultural legacy of the Arab world, but also a necessary tool for the field of business in that region of the world. 7. Bengali. Native speakers 228 million. Non-native speakers 37 million. Bengali is the official language of Bangladesh. In addition, people speak it in some areas of India and Burma. It may come as a surprise that a language spoken in such a small territory appears in a list of the most spoken languages in the world. However, it makes sense when you think about the population density of that region. 8. Russian. Native speakers 154 million. Non-native speakers 104 million. Less surprising is the inclusion of Russian among the most widely spoken languages globally. If we think about Russian history and territories, it is the official language of 4 countries. But people also speak it in all those parts of the former Soviet Union. It is the language with the largest number of native speakers in all of Europe. 9. Portuguese. Native speakers 221 million. Non-native speakers 13 million. Portuguese is another of the languages that expanded in the European colonial period. Today, it's the official language of 9 countries divided between Europe, America, Africa, and Asia. Brazil is the largest country out of those 9. and has the most amount of Portuguese speakers. In addition, it is the most widely spoken language in the Southern Hemisphere. And number 10, we have Indonesian. Native speakers 43 million. Non-native speakers 155 million. Bahasa Indonesian is the official language of Indonesia, the fourth most populous country in the world. Peculiarly, it's not the native language of most of its speakers. Rather, it's a second language necessary for mutual understanding in a country with more than 200 languages. That's it for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much.